My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Challenge the Spire. We are going to continue with Boss Rush in Gold, the Ironclad. Ooh, this is going to be painful. Yeah, 750, so we take a hit in the amount of money that we start with. We've also taken a hit to our max HP, and I have to imagine these are going to be A20 bosses. Madness. Reduce the cost of a random card in your hand to 0 this combat, as well as Hand of Greed. Then Madness, Hand of Greed, dual wields. If Madness hits an attack, I start dual wielding that attack. That's not going to be good in the long term, though. I think in the long term, I'm just going to want, like, Uppercut, Hand of Greed, and Madness. Metamorphosis. Shuffle 5 random attacks into your draw pile. They cost 0 this combat. Well, that's a good combo with the dual wields. I'll take that. Discovery is also a good combo with dual wields. But other than that, I think I want Lantern and Vajra. We have a second shop that we just look at and go, ooh, look at that. That's certainly a shop. And then move away. Metamorphosis, good. Limb from Limb is basically the only one there that I want, so... Ugh. Hopefully I get Limb from Limb and dual wield and... Actually, that's not even good for me, is it? I mean, Limb from Limb dual wield is good. Life from Limb. Limb from Limb? I keep getting it wrong. Split the enemy's attack there. Dual wield Limb from Limb is really, really good. Dual wield any of my 0 cost attacks is really, really good. And of course, we get none of them. Oh, and every enemy is attacking for maximum damage this turn. That's the absolute worst. Dual wield not showing up when I need it, but also specifically showing up when I desperately don't need it at all anymore. That's cruel. Yeah, this is that. Okay, we got really, really, really bad draw lock here. I'm gonna take another dual wield, see if I can actually make this 0 cost attack deck pop off. It has to be Metamorphosis Uppercut. Bad cards to have gotten there, not great. Alright. Oh god. Yeah, this one's not gonna last for long. Hey, dual wield perfected strike. Hey, look, we actually get to show what this deck is supposed to do. Alright, Chameleon Ring. Your potion's now more potent. You can brew at rest sites, as well as Pommel Strike. Yeah, Pommel Strike's a little bit of draw for this deck. I like that we keep getting Metamorphosis in our opening hand. I'm not a huge fan of the results we're getting from Metamorphosis and the fact that we never get dual wield with those results. I'd love to continue attacking, but yeah, like I'm already dead this turn, aren't I? Let's dual wield Clash. And then die on our own terms. As soon as we had that really bad early fight with the slime boss, there was very little recovery from that. Oh well. Time for challenge. Yup. Well, look, Chemical X, Flex, and then Whirlwind is it's a deck. I'm gonna have to wait on Whirlwind. Shops have all 3 kinds of sale tags. Sale tags can appear on colorless cards and on-sale cards are cheaper. I think we actually end up taking that. We'll cut a Strike from the deck and then move 1 space over, looking for Whirlwind, hopefully. Thunderclap is a good setup for Whirlwind. Feel No Pain, double Warcry? I mean, ugh. Thunderclap, Cleave, Whirlwind, there's Whirlwind, and we'll take Anchor, and then just remove another strike from the deck. So we have a lot of AoE in this deck. And it can be pretty powerful. The problem is it's not guaranteed to be powerful at all. Ow. Yeah, this is not going to scale into late game. Definitely not against bosses that are running an 820. I guess I just saw the Chemical X and I was like, oh, we can go for this kind of build, but didn't spend enough time thinking about, oh, is that kind of build going to be viable at all? No, as it turns out. So 18 by 5 is just short of 100. Okay, so I don't kill this turn then. Yeah, this is going to be a quick death. Oh, wow. It's going to be a much quicker death than I thought it was. I'm dead. I actually can't defend against that incoming attack and can't kill. What a great turn to get all of my defense, and there's still not enough. What a good turn for that. Alright. Really wish my my settings were memorized there, so I didn't have to redo them. Brewmaster. Obtain a random potion at the start of each round. Mystery Machine isn't good for us at all. Random potion at the start of each round. Like, maybe if we got potion belts, some other things, then we'd use that. Maybe I should just take it anyway. Hand of Greed is also a good pickup here, though. Then I'm thinking I just remove a strike. Go to the next shop, see if I can find anything I'm interested in. Apply 4 poison affected by damage modifiers. I don't know about that. I haven't removed this. I have removed a strike from the deck. Okay, so we're probably already not going with perfected strikes. Two fire breathings? No, we're not going to play enough attacks in a turn at all for that. Alright, I'll take the bargain bundle because I am going to be taking card removal, blind, and shrug it off. And it'll save me enough on those to be worthwhile. This deck doesn't really have a strategy at all. Just has Brewmaster. Let's hope Brewmaster is enough of a strategy for it. Exhaust all status and curse cards, sure. Retain up to 5 energy between turns of combat. Yeah. I mean, like, I guess I can use it. Enemies apply 1 poison to enemies when you damage them. I'll leave that there. Because I have to lose 1 strength in order to get the effect of it. I don't have, like, multi-hits or anything like that in the deck. That said, I'm never going to let myself miss out on a potion pickup if at all possible. Okay. Think I'll weaken the backliner, preventing any incoming damage. Definitely take the point of Dex. That's a bad split, but at the very least, if we get to a Hand of Greed, that's an insta-kill. So I'll throw every card except for the Hand of Greed. Just enough. I'll cycle to get back to the Hand of Greed if I get the opportunity. Block potion, no. Should use the strength potion this turn. Block potion's more important to keep right now. Just helps us sustain. Alright. Unfortunately, didn't leave myself the ability to use the Hand of Greed there for that kill. If I can Hand of Greed each part of this, I mean, that's It's really important that I have the ability to eke out extra money wherever available here, so I can totally see that being something that I'm interested in doing. Oh, I know where the Hand of Greed goes. Easy. I mean, I should be throwing the weakest potion every single turn just so that I can curate myself to better potions later. Fire potion's not good. I'll just discard it here. I don't want to throw it at the Spike Slime because I'm waiting to deal my damage with Hand of Greed. Strawberry, raise your max HP by 7, as well as another Shrug It Off? Sure. Brewmaster better not show up in this hand. Sweet. The importance in Brewmaster not being in that hand is so that I can play Brewmaster and still defend. What are we getting now? Steroid Potion? Eh. I actually could have attacked there for good effect. Hand of Greed would be nice. Just can't afford to play it. I'll throw the Poison Potion in as Simple Strike. There goes your Whirlwind. Vulnerability for the enemy. More than happy to see it. And I'll even use the Steroid Potion this turn, actually. Take a whole chunk off of that enemy. Keep them weakened as well. Generate a random attack. It's probably for the turn where the enemy is standing up. I should have used the Speed Potion that turn. That's my bad. I take 6 damage for having not done that. Yeah, this just kills the enemy. It's fine. Don't get to use the Hand of Greed, but it's okay. Bottled Eggs. One pick up, choose a card. All copies of that card you have are upgraded. All future copies of that card you have are also upgraded. Well, that only really affects strikes or defense here, right? I think I do it to the defense, because I'm more likely to cut the strikes. Armaments, Wild Strike, Sword Boomerang. Eh. This deck doesn't have an identity, which is the worst position I can be in. Alright. Blind, and then double defend, and we're all good. But it has no win condition. It just plays a bunch of potions and gets a bunch of value that way. That's bad. That's not good. That's not going to result in a successful deck in the long run. So what does make this a successful deck in the long run then, right? That's the obvious next question to ask ourselves. What makes this a successful deck in the long run? Some ramping ability. So, like, Demon Form would do it. Demon Form would be really good. Limit Break that I can use after I get any strength from anything is also pretty good. Waiting until the enemy hits me with its next large attack before I use the elixir to remove all of the stuff from my deck. That is to say, all of the burns. Sure, Rage. Just helps me go more aggressive this turn. All right. Good turn, good turn. We drink that elixir really, really quickly there, so it burns out the cards before I draw them. I mean, it's really important that I use Hand of Greed here, as much as I want to keep the enemy vulnerable. Hand of Greed is a lot of damage, and that's what this deck is currently missing. Just straight up damage. Rampage would also work really, really well in this deck. We cycle through the deck a lot, so we would just have to play the Rampage each time. We are pretty good at defending ourselves. So just something like that. Something ramping is enough. Neat. Runic Dodecahedron, you create HP will gain energy at the start of your turn, as well as Ghostly Armor. I could take that just to defend while I wait for other things, but that does feel a bit bad. I'm going to take the Iron Wave. It benefits from both Strength and Dex, so with all of the potions that we have and the potions that we pop, we should be able to get good value out of it. Less map information is fine. Obviously, it doesn't have any negative effect on us. We already know the whole map, hopefully. Double tap. Yeah, I guess I could. Double tap Whirlwind, double tap Limb from Limb doesn't really make sense. Double tap Whirlwind doesn't really make sense here either. We don't put strength into this deck, rather. Paper Frog, enemies with vulnerable take 75% more damage rather than 50% more damage. I can also naturally just play the ultimate defense, which is pretty good. So I'll take those two. Feel like I cut a strike at this point. Maybe pick up Blood Vial at the start of each combat, heal for 2 HP. Okay. The extra turn of vulnerability on Bash is pretty important. We need really cheap vulnerability, like Trip would be great. There's the ultimate defense, which fully defends me this turn. Unfortunately, the artifacting already popped off. Right, so I'm looking for... Damn it, I'm not going to get a potion in time. Attack potion gives us... So go Undeath's Touch. Yeah, what I was ideally hoping for there was a potion that gave us a temporary buff, and then I would be able to keep it because of the artifacting that I have in the deck. Oh well. I just have to remember that I get a potion each turn. I should use a potion each turn to keep up with it. Otherwise, I'm just wasting a bunch of value. Even if I feel like, oh, this potion's too good to use in this circumstance, just use it, Numbskull. Add a random curse to your draw and discard piles. Probably not into that. The deck is really thin right now. Oh no, I've gone and done it now, apparently. Still took no damage to that. Pretty damn pleased. Enemy is even weakened to tie it up in a little bow. Should have used the blood potion there, obviously. Used it just in time before the start of the turn had officially triggered. And in having done so, I got another blood potion immediately thereafter, which I then used. That's gonna start getting us to, you know, good HP. Well, not anymore. Now we take a serious amount of damage. That was, yeah, we were owed that, frankly. That damage was due. Third phase turn, whenever you play a power card, heal for 2 HP. Another shrug it off, sure. Use a power potion here at the very beginning, that's fine. Okay, barricade. Not bad. So I probably wait until I have a... No, it's Brewmaster. But ultimate defense. No, it's Brewmaster. Has to be Brewmaster. So I probably wait until I have an elixir before I use the Cursed Concoction. Apply 3 Languid. Yeah, I'm just throwing that the Bronze Automaton here. Just to start removing the artifact from it. Or rather to continue doing that. I mean, with Barricade, I should never be afraid to over-defend, right? I should always be erring on the side of over-defending. That's another good reason that Iron Wave makes it into this deck as well. I can retain energy between turns of combat, so I should do that. I mean, that's pretty good. I got to keep my strength from the steroid potion there. Here's some more artifacts for me. Orb goes down. We pick up Finesse. All right, we're good. We're good. Hell, we should actually start having the Runic Dodecahedron active after this combat. Great news for us. Sure to throw a fire potion as well. It'd be really good if there was a hotkey for interacting with these up here. I mean, just throw everything that isn't really aggressive. I guess I just keep this Cursed Concoction for a real long time. No, I'll use it here, literally just so that it gets the kill for me, and that gets its extra money. If the Cursed Concoction is going to be that difficult to play, I probably don't want it in my deck. Corrosion Curse. Apply 2 Languid and 3 Decrepit. Exhaustive 2. Languid. Fighters with Languid deal 1 less attack damage per stack. It's reduced by 1 at the end of each turn. And Decrepit. Fighters afflicted by Decrepit suffer 1 extra damage for attacks each stack. And Decrepit is increased by 1 per turn. Well, with no way to continue building those, I don't think we focus on those at all. Juggernaut? I mean, Juggernaut's fine. It's a lot of damage for me, especially because of the plated armor we can build into the deck with the ultimate defense there. Sure. Pretty comfy with it. Okay, let's blind you all. Play Brewmaster. A Fire Potion, Hand of Greed to just instantly kill 1. Very happy to have done so. And Dex Potion, Finesse. Shrug it off. Ooh, do I ultimate defense this turn? I don't think I do. I think I wait for a turn where the enemy is actually posing a significant threat to me before I throw that out. Happy to start with the Venom, though. Another Dex. Ooh, what lovely fun. Beautiful. I mean, look, I don't think this can kill the heart, but you know, I've been wrong before. Very wrong before. Alright. You still couldn't damage me through all of that. I don't know what I want from the upcoming boss relic, and I don't know what I want from upcoming shops. That's all just gonna have to be figured out at the time. Centennial Puzzle, the first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards, as well as Spot Weakness and Trench, Iron Wave. I think maybe the Iron Wave again. Entrench is fine if I had a barricade, but I don't have a barricade. Drop the Fear Potion for the Speed Potion, though. Inability to play more than 5 cards in a turn. We do have Finesse and Blind and a couple Shrug-It-Offs in the deck, as well as a lot of energy. So, like, 3 Shrug-It-Offs we can play in a row, and then we still have enough energy to play other cards. So, I'm worried that maybe Velvet Choker is too much. I mean, we do have Runic Dodecahedron and Sweet Flower active at the moment. I think I'd take the Ori. 5 card selections. I mean, all of them pre-upgraded as well. Don't forget. Pretty bad pickups. Dual Wield can only really be used on expensive powers here, which makes them really difficult to play. Disarm, like, it's fine a little bit against the Heart, but then the Heart just purges the negative from it, so whatever. Armaments, Sword Boomerang. Sword Boomerang is a good damage delivery mechanism for a strength deck, but we might not have one. Exhaust your hand to replace it with random cards that cost 1 less than normal. Yeah, like the only cards I'm desperate to exhaust are the strikes. Another Shrug-It-Off is always nice. Warcry is fine. Flex is another way to gain strength in this deck, right? I just gain as much artifact as possible and then flex a bunch. It's not much strength is the problem with that, though. Heavy Blade, a way to turn a lot of strength into damage. I think I turn all of these down. Feel no pain, no. Wax Seal. Relics in shops cost 20% less. Right-click at a shop to activate. Borrow 100 gold. Add a curse to your deck until you pay back. So I'll take that. Then the Memori only costs me 98 to pick up. Then I'll get 2 curses from Wax Seal. Both of them just triggering Memori. Negate the next 2 curses you obtain. Hell yeah. Membership card. 50% discount on all products. Hell yeah. Now I just buy a bunch of relics. Bag of marbles at the start of each combat apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies, as well as Mummified Hand when we play a power card in hand, cause a random card cost 0. That turn. At the end of your turn, all enemies lose HP equal to their vulnerable. We don't really stack that high. That's the problem. But if I buy that, I might be able to buy another useful thing afterwards. Whereas if I buy Blue Candle, it's only useful to burn out Ascender's Bane to draw 3 cards. But even then, I can heal back up, right, by playing Birthday Stone or anything like that, right? So it's not too difficult for my Runic Dodecahedron to bounce back from. I'll take a Blue Candle. And then just leave. Actually, I'll drop the Speed Potion for a Flash Powder, then leave. Alright. Every card in the deck is now upgraded. 20 card deck. Yeah, not a bad turn. Didn't really set anything up for us at all, but yeah, it's not a bad turn, I guess. Should have played the defend first, damn it. Obviously, I want to play Juggernaut, then defend so that I would get the trigger of Juggernaut, but if I played the defend first, then I would have lowered the cost of a higher cost card. Oh, obvious. It's strike, strike, strike. Brewmaster makes ultimate defense cost 0, and then I play the ultimate defense. Yeah, that one's pretty clear. Ugh, these enemies are getting stronger faster than we are. Took 1 damage. Start using the regen potion now. Not that it's necessary at this point, but we have Brewmaster. Fine. Just gonna stun an enemy and then Entropic Brew. One fun thing I just realized is that this means both Donu and Deca will be attacking next turn. Yeah. That was, I've done some clever things in my life. Well, that was none of them. Good Lord, Ryan. Ugh. We could have been dead there. Well, at least I get to say... Fine, I'll keep cycling this. At least I get to say goodbye to the Runing Dodecahedron for the rest of the run. Like, I know that's not going to be valuable. Right, Deca. Well, there's the Hand of Greed again. Not necessary, though. Probably should have just waited until I milled out more HP there. Lantern, start each combat with additional energy. Speed Potion, exactly what I desperately wanted there. Do I take a Dual Wield now? Because Dual Wield can now Dual Wield powers, and then those powers make other powers cost less from the Modified Hand. But Dual Wield can also Dual Wield, like, zero-cost powers and zero-cost attacks that I generate from potions. So I think having a single Dual Wield might actually be a good idea here. I'll play out the Ascender's Bane, draw some more cards. See if I find anything worthwhile. Ooh, Necrotic Poison. Neat. Well, these cultists aren't minions, so I can kill them with Hand of Greed. Problem is, I get nothing for the money that I get from that, so I guess I may as well just not. That should have just been the Hand of Greed. Wasn't even thinking about that. My bad. Sure, ultimate defense, and then even a defend as well. Lovely. We'll save the elixir for a while. Possibility still exists that at some point that elixir purges out the negatives from Accursed Concoction. Yeah, Dual Wield is already past its prime in this deck. There's nothing it can really copy that I'm happy to copy. Oh, should have used the skill potion last time. That's my bad. Okay. Another elixir. Well, I guess that now means we use one for absolutely no effect whatsoever. Well, save the effect that it got rid of it. Use a Lifeblood Potion, sure. If Dual Wield could copy skills, I would be doing that, but just in case anyone was sitting there going, why aren't you dual wielding skills? It only does powers and attacks. Otherwise, it's way too easy to create an infinite. Alright. Awakened one should be down in... yeah. Not even another couple seconds time. Good time to hit. Lose 12 health? Not that great. Probably going to want to avoid using that death potion, so I'm actually just going to discard that. You know what? I'll even dual wield the Iron Wave and then just start Iron Waving a bunch. How about that? Make this whole deck Iron Waves. Because that's 14 block as well as 14 offense, right? Because it's 7 damage and then 7 damage from the Juggernaut as well. And 14 damage. 14 block normally. I mean, plus vulnerability. Absolutely ridiculous. Maybe I just eventually turn my deck into just Iron Waves. Oops, all Iron Waves. I could oops all Iron Waves my deck. Okay. I mean, obviously the bash should have gone first there. With as much block as we had at that point, though, does it matter? Pet Ghost. Add a ghost card to your hand every turn. Your max hand size is increased by 1. Eh. Fine. Second Wind run through Combust. Second Wind is basically exclusively used to burn statuses out of our deck, but we're going to be using the Elixir to do that. I have to play Ultimate Defense right now. I don't want to play Juggernaut and it doesn't hit the Ultimate Defense. Like, yeah, I have to play Ultimate Defense right now. Oh well. Could have been a lot worse. I'm also going to gain the dex before the enemy debuffs me this turn, although I think they're only debuffing me for negative card draw by 1. Yeah, so I still actually would have had access to my plated, not my plated armor, but an artifact. Only 3 cards get to be played this turn. Dual Wield Brewmaster doesn't really make too much sense. Because if I dual wield the Brewmaster, I can only play 2 of them and get the effect from 2 of them because I don't have an extra potion slot. Sweet. Brewmaster is finally out. I do want to try and save Juggernaut until it's in the same hand as dual wield. That is a bit of wishful thinking, I'll admit. Dual wield the Iron Wave and do basically what we did last time. It's a bit of wishful thinking, but it could happen. Hopefully I don't draw dual wave Juggernaut or dual wield. Right, I didn't. Beautiful. Can't play too many more cards this turn is the thing. Come on. Dual Wield Juggernaut is still left in the deck. Come on, come on, come on. Really? I can't even play 3 more cards this turn, so it's bad. Use the Explosive Potion. Get Milkshake, I guess. Ghost Fetch only fetches basic cards, so I can't use it here to fetch. At least not what I want to fetch from it. Let's poison up the enemy. Skill Pot gets me Limit Break? I guess. It's pretty likely I end up putting Strength in this deck. Just through random potions in particular. I could dual wield Iron Waves here again. There goes dual wields. Oh well. I should probably just now play Juggernaut when I can. We gave it a lot of a chance to work out, but it's not. Just isn't going our way. Juggernaut. mean, I can just naturally block you, right? It's 9 on top of 45. 45. I'll use the block potion. And leave myself with only one card that I can play next turn. Bad move, Ryan. Just a real god-awful move. Need to quickly drink that as well so that I can spawn an extra potion, and we don't even manage to. Sweet. Alright. Dual wields the Iron Waves, and then I'm just going to go off with them. Three cards next turn. Enemies purged. So what? I'm looking for defensive cards now. Okay. We should be fine from here on out. Yeah, just dual wield the Iron Wave and play all of them. Just had to decide on a different way of winning. I was really stubborn about picking up the dual wields whole build, but that wasn't to be. Ouch. A lot of damage taken there. Not a huge turn of the huge fan of the turn where I'm vulnerable. Okay. Should have a kill wrapped up this turn with any reasonable draw. That'll get it done. Letter opener. Every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies, as well as body slam? Yeah, body slam is a way to deal some damage with this deck, and it's a good dual wield target. Drank that in time to prevent me from drawing any of those. Then I'm gonna ultimate defense, still take damage. All right, because ultimate defense doesn't actually defend me. Durr. We got the enemy weakened for next turn as well. They can't even afflict us with different status effects. Do I dual wield Brewmaster here? Wait, I can't afford to, right? No, I'm doing it. If it had have made another... That's bad. If it had have made another one of the Brewmasters cost less, I would have played it. Dual wield the Iron Wave. Power Potion gives us Metallicize. Sure. Okay. Double Brewmaster up now. Don't need an extra one at this point, so it's extremely low priority play. 12 max, 12 temporary HP, and we'll take the Ancient Potion as well, thank you. Let's take a Defend out of the deck. It's really important I play all of these Iron Waves. Took no damage there either. Sweet! Languid Potion. The enemy is still intangible. Damn. Ooh! Speed Potion for me, though. Yes. I think the enemy purges this turn as well, so I don't think this Languid is even going to affect them. Throwing the weakness. Never mind, they didn't purge, by the way. So I can just block 3 times in order to block straight up all of the incoming damage. Hell yeah! If we had some thorns right now, we would be off to the races. Speed potion! Hell yeah! Look at all that dex. Alright, shrug it off, and then dual wield an iron wave. Literally, we just need more iron waves. Dual wield really has our back right now. I mean, it's not showing up in the same hand as body slam at any point, and that's obviously the absolute best position we can find it in, but yeah, it's fine. Still good. Oh, another speed potion as well. Oh, look at how big this body slam is gonna be. What a lovely, lovely slam in time. All right, so that's our gold completion as well, I think, at this point. I don't think it's too cocky to say that at this point. I don't know, maybe it is. Hang on. It's not, right? Yeah. Whew. I was just trying to protect myself against having miscounted there. Just body slam for the kill. Hell yeah! Thread and needle, that would have been incredible for us. Metallicize probably also would have been taken there. 2,740, that is our gold completion of the boss rush mode here in Challenge the Spire. Next episode, we will try platinum. I don't know how that one's gonna go. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you then.